Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video, we are going to understand how to send WhatsApp message on successful Razorpay payment and add details in Google Sheets. So are you also using Razorpay for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So over here, I'm using Razorpay for my business and I wish that as soon as a new payment is made in my Razorpay account, automatically the details of that payment should be added to my Google Sheets and my customer should receive a WhatsApp message for same. For this, we are going to create a connection between Razorpay, Google Sheets and again WhatsApp. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So in Pabbly, we have the concept of trigger and action. For trigger, we are going to use Razorpay and for action, we are using Google Sheets and WhatsApp. So if you also wish to learn this process step by step, follow me through the screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video, we are going to understand how to send WhatsApp message for Razorpay payment and add the details in Google Sheets. So to do this, I have already opened the landing page of Pabbly simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we'll open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But I am an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And now it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here. And now it is opening my dashboard. And to start with the automation, we are going to click on this button right over here which says create workflow. And now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations and I want to name my workflow as this. Send WhatsApp message on successful Razorpay payment and add the details in Google Sheets. And then we are going to click on create. And now it is opening the most important window of our automation, that is our workflow window. This is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. By this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So now we are going to select our trigger application which is Razorpay because I want that as soon as a new payment is made in my Razorpay account, automatically my workflow should be triggered. So I'm going to search for it and then we are going to select it. And now for the trigger event, we are going to select it as payment captured. And now it is giving me a webhook URL. So we are going to use this URL in order to create a connection between our workflow and our Razorpay account. So first I'm going to copy this URL and then we are going to open our Razorpay account. So over here you can see that this is my Razorpay account and I've already logged in it. So it is always advised to log in your applications before starting with the automation. It makes the process easy. So over here now to connect this with our workflow, from the left side bars we are going to go on this developers. And over here you can see webhooks. So we are going to open this. And over here you can see all the webhooks that I've created. I'm going to create a new webhook. So I'm going to click on add new webhook right over here. And now I'm going to paste the URL we copied from our workflow. And now it is asking me for the secret and alert email. So I'm going to leave it as blank because these are not the required fields. So as you can see that this is the required field which is active events. So we have to select an event right over here. So we are going to select payment captured because as you know that in our workflow also we selected the trigger event as payment captured. And in the help desk also it is saying now select payment captured from the active events section and then click on create webhook button to save it. So I'm going to click on this payment captured and then we are going to click on create webhook. And yes, you can see webhook saved successfully. So I'm going to see my webhook. Over here you can see that this is the webhook I saved right now. So this means that we have successfully created this connection and now we are going to do a test submission. So to do this, I'm going to open the payment pages and over here you can see all the pages that I've created. So I'm going to purchase this for the test submission which is Java for beginners. So I'm going to open this and then we are going to copy this page URL and we are going to paste this in a new tab. And over here you can see that this is my payment page. Now we are going to enter the details, the first name as demo, last name as user, email as demo@pabblytudes.com. For the mobile number we are going to enter it as this, course as Java for beginners and over here you can see the product price. So I'm going to click on pay $7.99. And now it is asking me to select the method. So I'm going to select it as UPI/QR and over here I'm going to enter the UPI ID. And now after entering this, we are going to click on pay now. And yes, you can see payment successful. So this means that Razorpay has sent the details of our payment to our workflow. Pabbly has captured the response and triggered the workflow. So I'm going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response of the details of our payment or not. And yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured the response. Over here, you can see the email address that we entered. Over here, you can see the name of our customer, the phone number that we entered, and over here, you can see the codes. So this means that my trigger step is successful. And now we are moving on to our action step. For our action application, we are going to select Google Sheets because I want that as soon as a new payment is made, automatically details should be added in my Google Sheets too. So I'm going to search for it and then we are going to select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as Add New Row. And now we are going to click on Connect. And as you can see that it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Google Sheets account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save right over here. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection and then sign in with Google. And now after selecting my Gmail account, I'm going to click on allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on allow, Pabbly is safe. And as soon as you're going to click on allow, you can see that you have successfully connected your Google Sheets account with your Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the spreadsheet name and the sheet name. So for this, I'm going to take you to my spreadsheet. And over here, you can see the name of my spreadsheet is payment details and the name of my sheet is sheet 1. So I'm going to select the spreadsheet as payment details only and the sheet as sheet 1 only. And now it is asking me for some more details. Over here you can see it is asking me for the same details I've added in my Google Sheets. So now we are going to map these details. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Razorpay as our trigger application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new payment captured. So if I'll enter the first name like demo, over here manually, this will not change with every new payment captured because I've entered it manually. But if I'm going to map this from the previous response, it will definitely change because every time a new payment is captured, my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping right over here. So over here, I'm going to search for first name. And as you can see, over here is the first name demo. So I'm going to map it. And now we are going to do same for the last name. So I'm going to search for last name right over here. And as you can see, user. So we are going to map this too. And now for the email too, we are going to search for email right over here. You can see demo@pabblytudes.com. So we are going to map this. We are going to do same for the phone number. I'm going to search for number right over here. And then we are going to map this. We are going to do same for the product name. I'm going to search for course right over here. And over here you can see Java for beginners. So I'm going to map this. Again, we are going to do same for the product amount. So I'm going to search for amount right over here. And over here you can see amount is 79900. So over here you can see that our amount was 799.00. But over here, Razorpay doesn't support the decimal value. That's why it is showing me the amount as 79900. So over here we have to convert this 79900 into 799, which was our original amount. So to do this, we are going to add another action step right over here. So I'm going to click on this plus button, and now the action step would be number formatter by Pabbly because we want to format the number which is 799. And now for the action event, we are going to enter it as perform math operation. And then we are going to click on connect. And over here, you can see that this is a feature by Pabbly, so it connected automatically. And now it is asking me for the numbers. So I'm going to map it again. I'm going to search for amount. Over here, you can see the amount. So I'm going to map this. And now I'll also put a comma and write 100 because I want to divide this amount by 100 so that I can remove these two zeros and get my value as 799. And now for the operations, we are going to select it as divide. And then we are going to click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that we have received our desired amount, which is 799. So over here, you can see that we did this successfully. So now we don't have to change this again and again. Automatically with the new payment captured, this will change automatically. It will get divided by 100 and we are going to get the original price as the result. So now we are going to map this result in our Google Sheets, and now we are going to map it right over here. But first, I'm going to enter a rupee sign right over here. And now we are going to map it from the number formatter feature by Pabbly. Over here, you can see the result. And now after mapping this, we are going to click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that we have received the positive response that our details have been added to our Google Sheets. So I'm going to open my Google Sheets and check that if the details have been added or not. And yes, you can see the details have been added. Over here, you can see the first name, the last name, email, phone number, product name, and the product amount, which is 799. So this means that my action step is successful. And now we want to send a payment confirmation message to our customer too. So I'm going to add another action step, and now we are going to select WhatsApp Cloud API as our action application because I want to send the confirmation message to my customer too. So I'm going to search for WhatsApp Cloud API, and then we are going to select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as send template message, and then we are going to click on connect. And as you can see, again, it is asking me for the same. So if you have already connected your WhatsApp Cloud API account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection. And now it is asking me for the token, the phone number ID, and the WhatsApp business account ID. So over here, we have to create an API setup to get all these. So if you wish to learn how to create an API setup, you can check out our YouTube channel to create one. And now I'm going to open my API setup. Over here, you can see that I've already created this setup. Over here, you can see the temporary access token, the phone number ID, and the WhatsApp business account ID. So I'm going to copy all these, and then we are going to paste it in our workflow. But over here, you can see that this is a temporary access token, and it is saying this token will expire in 22 hours. So if you want to generate a permanent token, then you can visit us on forum. And now we are going to copy all these details, and we are going to paste it in our workflow. And now after pasting all these details, we are going to click on save. And yes, you can see that we have successfully connected our WhatsApp Cloud API account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the template name. So to let you know this, again, we are going to open our API setup. And over here, you can see to create your own message template, click here. So I'm going to click right over here. And now it is opening all the templates that I've created. So if you wish to create a new template, you can click on create template right over here and create a new. But I'm going to use one from this only, which is this confirmation. So I'm going to open my workflow, and over here I'm going to search for confirmation. And over here you can see that this is the template. So I'm going to select it. And now as you can see that as soon as I selected the template name, Pabbly detected the language code and the template ID. So we don't have to change this. We are going to move on forward. And now it is asking me for the recipient mobile number. So again, we are going to map this. So I'm going to open the response, and then we are going to search for number right over here. And as you can see that this is the mobile number. So I'm going to map this. And now for body field 1, body field 2, and body field 3, I'm going to show you my template. Over here you can see that this is my template, which is hello 1. We hope this message finds you well. We wanted to inform you that your payment via Razorpay has been successful. Here are your order details. If you have any questions or require any further assistance regarding the payment or our services, please don't hesitate to reach out. Best regards, Pabbly. Over here you can see that I've created this template, but you can see that I've added 1, 2, and 3 in curly brackets because these are variables right over here. I want this one should be replaced with the name of my customer so that all of my customers receive a more personalized message, and the product and the price should also be the variable right over here. So that's why we are going to map this in our workflow. So now we are going to map the name of my customer right over here. So I'm going to search for name. And over here you can see demo user. So we are going to map the first name, put a space, and then we are going to map the last name. And now for the body field 2, we are going to map the product. So we are going to search for it, and over here you can see Java for beginners. So I'm going to map this. We are going to do same for the body field 3, which is amount 2. We are going to put the rupee sign, and then we are going to map the amount from the number formatter result. And now we have completed our mapping successfully. But before clicking on save and send test request, I'll just replace this dummy phone number with my original phone number so that I can show you the response and the message received. So now I've replaced the number, and now we are going to click on save and send test request. And yes, you can see that we have received the positive response which says message status accepted. So this means that WhatsApp Cloud API has successfully sent a WhatsApp message. So I'm going to open my WhatsApp and check that if we have received the message or not. And yes, you can see that we have received the WhatsApp message. Over here, you can see the same message that we entered in our template. But over here, you can notice that the name of my customer, over here, you can see the product name, and over here, you can see the price. This has been added. So this means that my workflow is successful, and I'll just test the workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So to do this, first we are going to make a payment in our Razorpay account. So I'm going to open my Razorpay dashboard, and from here we are going to go on payment pages. And this time I'm going to make the test submission for this course, which is online PHP course for beginners. So I'm going to open this, and then we are going to copy this link, and we are going to open this in the new tab. And now we are going to do a test submission for this. So for the first name, I'm going to keep it as test, last name as user, email as test@pabblytudes.com. For the mobile number, I'm going to keep it as this time. And now for the course, we are going to select PHP course for beginners. And over here, we are going to click on pay $4.99. Again, we are going to select the payment method as UPI. We are going to enter the UPI ID right over here. And now we are going to click on pay now. And yes, you can see payment successful. So this means that Razorpay has sent the payment details to our workflow. Pabbly triggered the workflow, captured the response, and then further added the details of our payment in our Google Sheets and sent the customer a WhatsApp message. So we are going to open our Google Sheets first and check that if the details have been added there or not. This time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send test request because this is a real-time example and I've already set up my workflow. So I'm directly going to open my Google Sheets. And over here, you can see that the details have been added, the first name, the last name, the email, the phone number. Over here, you can see the product name that we entered. And over here, you can see the product amount. And as you can see that the amount has been added as $4.99 only. And now we are going to open our WhatsApp and check that if we have received the WhatsApp message or not. And yes, you can see that we have received the WhatsApp message too. Over here, you can see just the name. Over here, you can see the product and the price has been changed. Rest all the details are same. So this means that my workflow is successful and I'll just summarize the workflow for you once. For our trigger application, we selected Razorpay. For the trigger event, we selected payment captured. And then for the action application, we selected Google Sheets. And then for the action event, we selected add new row. We added number formatter by Pabbly because we wanted to correct the amount. And then again, we added another action step, which was WhatsApp Cloud API. And then for the action event, we selected send template message because I wanted that as soon as a new Razorpay payment is captured, automatically the details of that payment should be added to my Google Sheets and then my customer should be sent a WhatsApp message to confirm their payment. And yes, we were successful with our workflow. Over here, you can see two details which I added in the Google Sheets with the help of my workflow. And over here, you can see the two messages I sent with the help of the workflow too. So if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone the workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly, you can integrate many more applications. So now, if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.